Alrighty, so welcome to Chem Bot. I'm gonna just go over general components, how it works, and the code. So components starting off, we have three motors here that would drive our peristaltic pumps, as you would saw upwards in the model that I did. I have my two sensors here, one for pH and then one for conductivity, proxying these with a potentiometer due to limited availability here in Tinkercad. And then my LED that would alert the user to your connectivity being too high. And then, of course, your Arduino here that drives the whole system and just a little bit more power just to drive the extra amount of pumps on the system. Getting into the code, how it works, and just how it flows with the whole system. So up here, I'm just defining different values. So up here, I have my two float values for my analog inputs for pH and connectivity for my sensors, and then integer values here for my pump driving here. So these are all just my positive and negative test points here for the motors. Down here, I'm just defining which pins are which. So basically, like my two inputs here from my sensors are indeed inputs, and then all the outputs are just what's driving the pumps, and then what's driving my LED. And then right here, right at the end of the system boot and setup, I have a little message display that says ChemBot is ready. Getting down into the loop, the nitty-gritty, at the top here, I have to define what my range of values is going to be because initially it was 0 to 1023, and that is certainly not appropriate for either of these. So I had to map them out for 0 to 14 for pH and 0 to 5 for conductivity. And then below this, I'm just having to print continuously down there for the user to be able to see. Moving on, so this is where we get into our set points. So if conductivity is too low, it'll kick on the pump to add nutrients for 5 seconds and then kick it off, and then it'll perform the measurement again and see if it's necessary. And if it's too high, it'll kick on the LED and display a message that it is too high for the user, or it just won't display either things, right? By turning off the LED here. And then for pH, if it's too low, it'll kick on the pH up pump for 5 seconds and kick it off and then allow it to do measurement, and vice versa. If it's too high, it'll kick on the pH down pump for 5 seconds. Just showing how this works, I'll pull up the monitor here and we can start the simulation. So right now pH is at 4.0, connectivity is at 1. So you see one of the pH pumps is running. So that would be if pH is too low. So it's currently trying to add our pH up chemical. So let's simulate the pH did go up indeed. So let's make it read a little bit higher. Wait for the system screen to catch up. All right, so now it's at 6.0, so it's within range, so neither pump is running. So let's raise it all the way to maximum, shall we? So now pH is reading 13 and it's kicking on the pH down pump here. So it's just trying to lower pH. So we can put that back in range. It's not continuously running. Similar thing for connectivity here. So if I raise connectivity too much over here, let's put it in the maximum. It kicks on our LED over here and it displays a message down here, a little warning message that EC is too high. And conversely, if we lower it all the way, our LED goes off and it kicks on our nutrient pump here. So we can put that back in the mid-range here, make it happy. Alrighty, and that's basically it. So it'll run for its minimum 5 seconds and then it'll kick off, and now we're in steady state, no pumps running, and everything's all happy. I'll scroll through the code here just one last time in case you want to take a closer look at it, and that'll do it. Thank you for watching.